Child. Okay, Gabourey Sidibe saying that she was not allowed to be black. Tamar Braxton addresses non-existent beef with Kandi Burress. Kandi, child. Cardi B alleges Offsets keep sending threatening messages and putting her self-esteem to the ground. How are you still letting this nigga do this to you? All today on the Carmine Davis Show. What's up, everybody? This is Carmine Davis, and I am your host with the most. This is the Carmine Davis Show, okay? Welcome back. A lot going on. Okay, and I don't want to get into all the hoopla. I know y'all came here for the hot topics, but before we do, make sure you guys subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. I don't do it for my health. Follow us on all of our socials, Instagram.com/Carmine Davis, Instagram.com/Carmine Davis Show, TikTok.com/@Carmine Davis, Facebook.com/Carmine Davis. Carmine Davis everywhere, okay? I'm everywhere. You name it, I'm there, all right? Last week was awesome. First week back, second episode of the season 5. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys so very much. So very much. I can never tell you guys how much I think about you guys. Like, I love y'all. Thank you for supporting my podcast for all these years. Thank you for supporting my music, all of my endeavors. I appreciate you guys. Okay, but without further ado, let's get into these hot topics, okay? From lovebscott.com, Oscar nominee Gabourey Sidibe was not allowed to be black while working as a phone sex operator before Precious. In an Apple TV documentary, number 1 on the call sheet, Gabourey Sidibe shared the challenges that black women face in Hollywood. Even her time before making it big was marked by whitewashing. And Sidibe gives a vocal impersonation of a phone sex operator named Melody that is both hilarious and heartbreaking. The moment comes in episode 2, Black Leading Women in Hollywood, while Sidibe is discussing the difficulties she faced in a Hollywood that gives preferential treatment to white beauty standards, right down to the way you talk. I got the role of Precious when I was 24, Sidibe 41, says in the episode. Can you believe it's been that long? Which was directed by Shola Lynch. And before that, I was just acting in between whatever it was. I was acting in between whatever it was the rest of my life. And the rest of my life, at that point, I was working at a call center as a phone sex operator. FYI, the company was mostly black women. You're not allowed to be black on the phone. So as black women were often forced to survive in the United States pre-civil rights, Sidibe had to try to pass for white, at least while talking on the phone. There's a black girl line. Guess what? That was barely ever called. So my girl name is Melody, and every call I'd be like, hello. And he's like, hey, what's your name? And I'm like, hi, I'm Melody. How you doing? Are you good? Yeah, I'm totally good right now. I got home from school. I'm in college and it's like my sophomore year. We were trained to hate ourselves. Sidibe continues. And the world around us is also trained to reinforce it. But there's something in me that's like, I don't bend to that. Whatever it is that you don't like about me, I'll do it harder. And I'll smile in your face. And that's what I felt Precious needed to be. Amen. Gabourey may not have won the gold for her devastating portrayal of the title character, but she did get a shout out from the winner, Sandra Bullock, for The Blind Side. And in the documentary, a clip is shown of Bullock acknowledging Sidibe's performance from the stage. In the years since she's made her screen debut in Precious, Sidibe has appeared in films including Tower Heist and Antebellum. She's had regular TV roles on Empire and Ryan Murphy's American Horror Story. In addition to Sidibe, number 1 on the call sheet also features black actors including Halle Berry, Angela Bassett, and Viola Davis discussing their Hollywood experiences. Episode 1, Black Leading Men in Hollywood, directed by Reginald Hudlin, who directed House Party and Boomerang, puts a spotlight on Denzel Washington, Eddie Murphy, and Will Smith, among others. Number 1 on the call sheet is now streaming on Apple TV+. Okay, I'm gonna watch that. Okay, so I, too, was a phone sex operator. I was 18, barely 18. I think I just became like 18. And I was at home. I was staying with my aunt at the time. And I did not have a car. I couldn't get a job anywhere else. Nobody else was hiring me. And I wasn't out at the time, and I wasn't having sex. I would high pitch my voice. So on the phone call sheet, you would have boys and girls. So as you can hear, my zesty little voice made that girl phone bling, bitch. Like I was one of the hottest bitches. And at the time, you would have to stay on the phone. The longer you keep these boys on the phone, the more money you would make. So it taught me how to read men quickly, how to see what they were about, what they were into, because not everybody was into the white girl valley thing at that time. And you also had to like keep them on the phone, keep them interested, whether it was like breathing through the silences or all those things. So one, shout out to Gabourey Sidibe and all the other fellow girls who were sex workers before, so shout out to that. Phone sex operating is not easy. Okay, so I'm there with her with that. But to her point, I applaud Gabourey for trying to dismantle or being a part of dismantling the idea of whitewashing and the beauty standards. It's so innate in us that we don't even see it. You just don't even realize like how many things you're doing to look more acceptable into the world where white is right. You know what I mean? And embracing your beauty, which, let's keep it real, Gabourey is getting fucked, right? Like she's got a man, there's somebody who likes her, and there are a lot of people who do. Gabourey is a beautiful woman, right? I'm beautiful the way I am. You're beautiful the way you are. And we're not allowed to discuss it because you're not blonde and you're not blue-eyed and you're not the standard, the button nose, or all these things that have been embedded in us, even from the days of Disney Channel. Like, look at all the princesses that we watched, or all the things that we see on TV that from when we were kids. Like, it was white women, whether they're blondes or auburn hair, they were the beauty standard, that had the kingdom all up a roar. Like, we were taught at a young age that was the ideal. But I don't want us to settle in that anymore. No, not a conversation. Gabourey is a bad bitch. She's done things. She's moved mountains. She's beautiful. So shout out to Gabourey Sidibe for all of that. Beautiful story. I'm going to watch that. Let's make sure we watch number one on the call sheet on Apple TV+. I'm going to move on to the next topic. But before we do, make sure you guys subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. For my health child. Follow us on all of our socials. Instagram.com/Carmine Davis. Instagram.com/Carmine Davis Show. TikTok.com/Carmine Davis. Facebook.com/Carmine Davis. And we're on to the next hot topic. Okay. From LovelyScott.com, Tamar Braxton addresses non-existent beef with Kandi Burress. Will Kandi Burress and Tamar Braxton ever see eye to eye? Not likely. Tamar Braxton addressed her relationship with Kandi and clarified the beef does not exist between the two reality stars. In an interview with The Breakfast Club on Friday, March 28th, the 48-year-old discussed her side of the back and forth banter. I'm not going to really get into it because I don't want to muster up the situation as she musters up the situation. We really basically wouldn't be here if it wasn't lied on. And that's my thing. I can deal with anything, but don't lie on me, she elaborated. The R&B singer continued to share, she chose to call me a clown and that pissed me off. But what I don't want to do is continue the conversation and take away from all the hard work that I have been doing the past couple of years and make it about a beef I don't have personally currently. Earlier this week, Burruss was asked if she would have Braxton guest on a reboot of her Kandi and the Gang series after an old video of the Braxton family values could start critiquing the food of the Kandi's Old Lady Gang restaurant began to recirculate earlier this year. You will not be bringing her in my interview. I'm not playing games with the clowns. I'm not about to be in the circus with her ever again, responded to the Real Housewives of Atlanta star per The Shade Room. In February, according to the Jasmine brand, Braxton herself discussed the clip, explaining it was a 3-year-old video. I don't know how it came to the light of day. I don't really give a shit. I wish everybody well. I'm not into drama anymore. Adding, at the time, that was the height of our beef. I was pissed because her and her husband lied like a rug. She shouldn't care because it's so old. Back in March 2023, their Cold War erupted when Braxton claimed that she was threatened by Burruss' husband, Todd Tucker, elaborating, and it really did happen. I'm not lying. Like, I'm not looking for attention or drama or anything like that, but that shit really happened. It was not cute. Later that same week, the Love and War performer insisted that the former Escape member had the biggest ego for the most non-singing ass person in the music industry. The couple addressed the allegations, with Burruss confirming she and Braxton did have a public argument. However, Tucker's exclamations were toward her and not her long-standing foe. Okay, so this is where this is how you catch a bitch in a lie, right? Now, Tamar Braxton is one of the most gifted vocals in R&B. A glow and a grow. You know, we always do a glow and a grow. So, she's one of the most gifted vocalists that has stepped in a booth, has seen a mic since her sister Tony. You know, she's an amazing vocalist. They're completely different vocally, even though they sound similar because they were raised similar. But her range is off the chart. She's over there with Mariah Carey as far as range is concerned and power. Tamar upstairs is not okay. You know, look. Now, okay, so do you not want to talk about this beef anymore? But every time somebody brings it up, you talk about it. Kandi, listen to the difference between the conversations, right? Tamar sat on there and talked about it on the Breakfast Club. She's talked about it every time somebody asks her about it, which I get, addressing something that they ask about, right? But the difference is, listen to Kandi's breakdown. You will not be bringing her in my interview, period. I'm not playing games with the clowns. I'm not about to be in the circus with her ever again. And that was it. I've seen numerous interviews with Kandi, and I don't even think she even really remember who Tamar is. We know she got a play coming up. We know she's got other shit happening with Bravo. Like, we understand Kandi has moved on. Almost as if there's more things for her to discuss. Tamar, to be so busy and so booked, Kandi is still the main topic that people want to know about you. And not because what you're doing is not busy, or you limit it by giving what you breathe into the space, like what you're breathing life into. And that's Kandi and Tamar's beef. You keep discussing it. You keep giving it life. If you cut it down and stop giving people something to run with, put that same energy into whatever you was up there promoting, whatever you snack wraps or whatever the fuck she doing. You know, a new album, a new single. She has done some great work. Sit up and do not let those people hijack that interview and that chance. Breathe life into what you've done, because you've done such good songs. Like, girl, you went back and sampled Rain and made that one of the best songs that came out that year. What song was it? See, we don't even know. And it should have gotten acclaim for that. Like, what was it? I'm too drunk for this. Back and forth talking shit, and there's something you've been harboring. Yeah, no, but yeah, you sound. What is it? Changed or something like that. One of the best R&B songs that came out that year, for sure. The one I will fight for it. And every time she drops, she always comes out with some of the best work that year. Tamar, reclaim that. Get back to the music. Stop beefing with your sisters. Keep that shit offline. Girl, you are a powerhouse. You're a talent. You can do anything. Let's breathe life into that. And we're going to move on. Leave a comment below if you understand where I'm coming from. Do y'all think Tamar will ever get it right? Like, maybe there's more. And then, to be honest, in Tamar's defense, maybe there's more money in the beef industry and the reality world than it is music. Child, trust me, I understand. You know, I haven't been doing it as long as Tamar, you know, and I haven't done it as greatly as Tamar yet, you know, but I know, bitch, Never Gonna Love Again has 4, 5, 6 million streams around the world, bitch, and I probably could pay a bill with it. So I get it. We're gonna move on for real. But somebody else who I'm tired of. From lovebscott.com, Cardi B addresses Offset keeps sending threatening messages, put my self-esteem to the ground. How are you letting some nigga busting you over and over again and prove to you over and over again that he ain't shit? And how are you not at the place? I'm just gonna cut this all the way down. How are you not at the place where you can't see a pattern? And how do you not have people around you who can't see the pattern and help you see the pattern? How do you let a nigga like Offset just keep bringing you down? Okay. Cardi B claims Offset has sent her threatening messages since they broke up. According to her, she's been going through it ever since they decided to go their separate ways and is done keeping quiet. Has she been quiet? He's upset because I sent his girlfriend messages of him begging me, saying he was going to take away his life, saying he was going to take away my life. She alleged he harasses me, leaves me voicemails, and tries to lower my self-esteem. Why are you texting that man's girl? The accusations didn't end there, however. She also accused Offset of revenge porn. He sent a text message to somebody I was dealing with of us having sex, she alleged. You've been harassing me and the man I've been dealing with for months. Cardi went on to suggest that Offset has allegedly been working with an unnamed blogger to shine a spotlight on her dating life. This is my pussy. I give it to whoever I want to. She said, if that bitch don't stop harassing me, you gonna have the police to pay for it. The price to pay for it. Cardi also accused Offset of sending someone to beat up her friend, sending her explicit voicemails, and more. She even recalled warning his new girlfriend to stay out of the house she purchased. Apparently, she was also involved in alleged harassment at the time of writing. Offset has yet to address Cardi's allegation. The allegations. The Enough performer's latest rant comes shortly after she accused him of ruining her Valentine's Day. She didn't specify how he did this, but fans know she spent the holidays with Stefon Diggs. She'd been spotted with the athlete previously, so the outing further fueled rumors that the two of them are an item. This has yet to be confirmed. The internet is insane. She said of the speculations on Instagram Live last year. All the rumors are so fucking crazy. That's why I don't want to address it, because I feel like it's funny. I'm gonna just let it ride out because I think it's cute. It's funny. What's cute and funny about it? You're a mother. One of the most influential females in rap or music, period. And you're getting hounded by Offset? Now, not for nothing, right? A glow and a grow. Cardi has made nothing into something. Like, she's one of the biggest powerhouses in hip hop, Hollywood. Like, it's Cardi B. How do you keep getting yourself into this ghetto roundup where y'all sending each other revenge porn and you're fucking Stefon Diggs? You gotta look at your plate, baby. Don't look at what you threw away a couple of weeks ago. Look at your plate. What's on your plate? Girl, bitch. Ain't no way in fuck's sake I'm going to get rid of Offset, who did all this to me, laid up with a new nigga who could do me way better, right? I know Stefon Diggs got just as much money, if not more, than Offset. Girl, I'll be plotting on how to get this nigga to bust in me so I can have another rich baby daddy. But you so focused on Offset, whatever the fuck Offset weird ass is doing. And bitch, that house, they could be running through that motherfucker, stomping through this bitch. Girl, I would give a fuck, because Stefon about to give me another house. This shit about to go on the market. Because we're not living in the past, Cardi. Another thing too is, I don't want to be one of those people who keep bringing up one with the other. But every time, the one thing I will always say about Cardi is Nicki never lied on her. Never lied. Cardi is exactly what Nicki says she is, and she proves it every single time. Every single time. Every single time. I love both of them. I'm an honorary Barb. I wouldn't call myself a Cardi stan, but I like Cardi. I love Nicki. But I like to be fair about both of them, right? Um, Girl, Nicki said that was a bird. Now Nicki ain't wrong. Like Nicki, she ain't living right. She has never lied on that bitch ever. Not one lie. Not one. Not yet. I ain't seen it. I haven't seen it. Barbs or what do you the Cardi B stands? What do y'all call yourselves? Tell me something. I don't. Because why are we not talking about the invasion of privacy too? How do you keep just weaseling your way out of that? Because you're distracted, girl. Also, done put out 4 albums since y'all broke out. Like, leave a comment below. I'm gonna keep my mouth off of that. Very ghetto, very low vibrational. I'm surprised at Cardi for not going to go get the therapy, the help that she needs. Bitch, they say she breaking chicken bones on altars. Girl, Offset would be in the sky. Oh, what? If I had some root, bitch, girl, or bruja, whatever it is, bitch, he'd be on a motherfucking altar somewhere. I wouldn't, and so would Stephon Diggs, but child, it'd be a vial of his semen. Child, give me that baby, nigga. Like, I would not be worried about that shit. I mean, I would do my work and I would be worried about it. Don't get me wrong. Bitch, I stay in love. I get it. I just cannot see me going back and forth with a nigga like Offset like that. And I'm Cardi. Like, after a while, you get it. It clicks, right? If you're okay. And that's the show. Guys, make sure you subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. I'm going to do it for my health. Thumbs up, 5 stars, because I am a 5-star bitch. Follow us on all of our socials. Instagram.com/Carmine Davis. Instagram.com/Carmine Davis Show. TikTok.com/@Carmine Davis. Facebook.com/Carmine Davis. I love you guys.